disrespect you no more. School, right? That's one of the points. None of them went to high school. You see?
None of them went to high school. What?
Which of them went to high school?
What you mean, which? Don't worry about my exes. You always bringing up other men like you need to down other people to make yourself look good. Worry about you. They're going to, and yet, let me not even go there. I'm not even going to disrespect you no more. They're going to, and yet, let me not even go there. I'm not even going to disrespect you no more.
That's one of the points. None of them went to high school. You see?
None of them went to high school. What?
Which of them went to high school?
What you mean, which? Don't worry about my exes. You always bringing up other men like you need to down other people to make yourself look good. Worry about you and your flaws.
I'm talking about your issues.
Worry about you and your flaws. You always have to down other people to make yourself look good. Worry about your track record. Being cheated on, played with, used, left in your, all the stuff women have did. Worry about your track record. Worry about women making you look like a fool. You get with me and want to play with me, but you've been with a woman that has treated you way worse, treated you like crap, had you sleeping in your car, but you want to talk about me. But you want to talk about me. What about the women that have done you even worse? Don't forget, but you such this rah-rah man, he want to treat me like this because I'm a stay-at-home mom with nothing. But the woman that did him the worst, he don't want to talk about that. And he tolerated it. And he met me afterwards. And if he would have never met me afterwards, he would have still been with that lady. So if he's such this amazing man, why he ain't been an engineer? Why he ain't been having 6 figures? Why he ain't been putting his foot on what was next like he trying to do me? Now all of a sudden you get with a woman that's trying, you get with a woman that's caring, that's fighting for you, and you gotta treat her like shit. But when you had somebody that was treating you like shit, you wouldn't dare talk to her this way. Cause I don't even want to tell y'all the messages I saw.
Let me point out some honesty about what you just saw. Wagging the finger at other people. And I'm talking about the guy. I'm not talking about the girl. I know you dudes like to beat up these women, but let's have a manhood lesson moment. If you're not where you need to be, but you criticizing this woman, shouldn't you be out there fighting the white man, fighting the Asian man, taking his contracts, destroying his companies and making it yours? If you feel you got to wag the finger at somebody, shouldn't you be out here wagging the finger at yourself on how these educated women treated you wrong? And these educated women, there's a disease that I have seen throughout history, reading history, seeing it in different African cultures, in different Ethiopian, Somalian cultures, seeing it in Americans, Black Americans, this need to wag fingers at others, but never at self. Since I was a young dude, man, I've always been criticizing myself. Not in an unhealthy way, but in an internal self-evaluation way. What can I do? Where did I go wrong? Why did I allow that to happen? Me. Yes, I still look at the system. Yes, the system and the policies of the system still does give a lot of obstacles. But most of my situations have been me. African Black men, African Black American men, even Black women, African women, this need to wag the finger is what's poisoning this whole community. Because just in that example of watching them two argue, he's not the engineer he's supposed to be, but he's talking about education. He's not where he should be, but he's trying to criticize someone else. The woman he got before her was educated and treated him wrong, dogged him out, but yet he's wagging a fit. And when I look at Hausa culture, Fulani culture, the Cameroonians, the night. It's the Bantus. It's all the same. When I look at the New York, the Chicago black men, the Jersey black man, Philly black man, it's all the same. This need to critique others, but never, and here's the key word, never at self. It's the weirdest shit ever. It's truly the weirdest shit ever. When I think of all the fist fights that I've seen between black Americans in the hood, really talking about in the hood. When I look at all of the fist fights, all of the unnecessary, hold on. When I look at all of the unnecessary shootings and shit that I've seen throughout the years, it all comes back to somebody trying to control somebody else. We've become a culture of trying to control others, but never wanting to create. That's what we've become. Mostly the guys. This is why the women are known more than we are. Always want to control. Black folks police black folks more than the Ku Klux Klan does. And everybody hates that I say that. But it's something to really think about. Even if you say I'm wrong, think about it for a second. The amount of verbal policing that goes on. Now, I'm not talking about fair criticizing. I'm not talking about light criticizing. I'm not talking about none of that shit. I'm criticizing right now, and you'll probably criticize me later. But at least when I criticize, I also self-criticize as well. And there's just not a lot of self-criticize, self-analyzation in this darn community. Everything's about what you should be doing, what I believe you should be doing. And this is, for me, this whole argument that they're having is fascinating to me. Because it has nothing to do with what he should be doing. It has everything to do with making her shut up and do as she told. And the way she self-checked herself, let me stop. I don't even want to disrespect you any further. She simply wants to stop wagging the finger. And too many dudes want women to just shut up and say nothing. And I get it. Some women are overbearing. But when you got a woman that's willing to self-check herself somewhat, I got to be honest, fellas, sometimes it's you. Let's watch this shit again. So he's critiquing her boyfriends, her ex-boyfriends, that none of them went to high school. There's some dudes that didn't finish high school who make more money than you as a guy wagging your finger. There's some dudes that never went to high school, never finished high school, that got more industry connections than you, but don't make as much money as you, but they got more industry connections than you. There's some guys who never graduated high school that own more than you own. This disease that African and black men have of wagging the finger. What about your hair? What about your hair? If it's your woman, I used to send my woman to go get her hair done the way I liked it. I did not realize dudes was not doing that. It's only $40. It's only $60. I used to like my chick to have braids. Braids last months. Yeah, go. One day my girl came back with some Bantu knots that I did not like. And I said, I'm not going to pay for it no more. You went and did something I didn't want. And she said, well, I should be able to. Okay, well, it won't come out of my pocket. Well, you supposed to. And that's what started our downfall. That whole you supposed to. Because she was doing the same thing. She's wagging the finger at me instead of being appreciative of me paying for it. Guess what? I don't have to argue. I can go and do other options. I don't have to argue. In the same example, this whole wagging the finger thing that black people do, African people do. I see why the white man is like, oh, we can weaponize that. If we can get a black person that wants to wag the finger at other black people more than they want power, let's put those people in a position because they'll police the other black people. It's a whole paper written by King Louis IV, way before there was a Willie Lynch letter. Way before there was a Willie Lynch letter. King Louis IV wrote about it. You take the weakest African who likes to talk the fucking most, put them in power, they'll never want power themselves, and they'll police the other Africans. It's in the fucking Black Noir paper. And this is just a disease. Continue to watch this.
And let me not even go there.
Do you see how at least this lady wanted to critique herself? I know you dudes love to beat up women. But at some point in time, some dudes got to understand you're at fault, man, for a lot of this shit. You in this situation right here, why is this dude even, what are you trying to control her about? It's fucking ridiculous.
I'm not even gonna disrespect you no more.
School, right? That's one of the points. None of them went to high school.
None of them went to high school. He's talking about her ex-boyfriends. Now, his ex-girlfriends went to college and they dogged him the fuck out. Let me say it again. His ex-girlfriends went to college and treated him like shit. So what are you critiquing, sir? How about critique yourself? Which is the point she's going to fucking make. Why not critique yourself? Why is it necessary for you to? Because a lot of these relationships are about mentally controlling the other person. My ex used to get upset that I was gone all the time, doing what I needed to do. Sweetheart, we're going to get together Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We wake up with each other. I mean, I'm busy. I'm doing things. She couldn't understand that. Sweetheart, this is what it is. But watch this.
You see?
None of them went to high school. What?
Which of them went to high school?
What you mean, which? Don't worry about my exes. You always bringing up other men like you.
You always bringing up other men. Why is this necessary? Why is it necessary to put people down to make yourself feel better? There's no point here, sir. There's no point here. Sir, even if they went to college, it doesn't.
Need to down other people to make yourself look good.
And that's what I just said. Why are you trying to down other people to make yourself look good? And she's going to make the point. You got an education and still are not where you want to be.
Worry about you and your flaws.
If we can get more African and Black people to worry about their own flaws as opposed to wag the finger, boy, that's why whites are able to do what they do, because whites have a higher percentage level of mouth discipline than Black and Africans. Black and Africans gotta self-implode. They gotta police other Blacks. Shit is fucking crazy.
Talking about your issues.
Worry about you and your flaws. You always have to down other people to make yourself look good.
And he says he's talking about her issues. So here's the thing, man. If you're gone all the time, handling business, making connections, you're not going to be focused on your wife's issues. And just like I did with my ex-fiance, send your wife to a therapist. It's only $40. It's only $60. If you don't have insurance, it's only $200. Worst case scenario, $400. I don't see the problem here. But what the problem is, a lot of insecure dudes want to mentally beat down women, and a lot of insecure women want to verbally beat down men. It's all about control. Stop trying to control others. This shit is fucking wild.
Worry about your track record, being cheated on, played with, used, left in your, all the stuff women have did. Worry about your track.
Now he's laughing because he's embarrassed. He's never heard his own track record being spoken back to him because he's ignored his own track record for years. That's a psychological thing, what he's doing right now. He's laughing because it's hard to hear your own track record. It's hard. That's one of the problems with the manosphere. 12, 13 years pushing the same message, ain't shit changed. Everybody's just fucking angry while other people are making moves. It's fucking, it's crazy, man. It's fucking insane. It's fucking insane. I'm proud of the people who have listened to me and went and started their business, own their shit. They ain't got time for a lot of this shit because now they realize, man, look, once I became an owner, Mr. Research, I got it now. Once I became a manager, I get it now. This shit.
Track record. Worry about women making you look like a fool. You get with me and want to play with me, but you've been with a woman that has treated you way worse, treated you like crap.
You've been with a woman who treated you like crap, treated you way worse. So why are you so angry at this chick? This is one thing I used to say to my father all the time. I've seen women diss you. You cheating on mom, but I've seen women diss you, and you don't give them none of the bullshit you give mom, who kind of lets you do what you want to do. But for some reason, there's so much insecurity in you. This is what I told my father. There's so much insecurity in you. You want to attack the female that's not attacking you, but the female that is attacking you, you want to act like a bitch. I told my father that shit. Told him. Shit is ridiculous, man. This shit makes no fucking sense. And I see a lot of dudes like that. You attack the people who ain't fucking with you, but the people who are fucking with you, you hide behind the district attorney. You actually go to the district attorney and beg them to protect you. This shit is crazy. This shit is crazy.
Had you sleeping in your car, but you want to talk about me. But you want to talk about me.
Had you sleeping in your car, kicked you out of your own place. The college girl did. Oh yeah, C Miles, and I live to tell about it. Look, one of the reasons, C Miles, that I say some of the stuff that I say is because I want the rest of y'all to win. I really do. But anger ain't gonna get you there, C Miles. Being pissed off ain't gonna get you there. What's up, MC Worker? How you doing? Anger. The black man gotta learn two things. Don't have a mouth like a woman. You cannot have a mouth like a woman. All it's going to do is stress you out because you're going to constantly be expressing shit and it's going to eat at your soul. So you got to have some mouth control. And the second thing is you got to be able to be happier than you are angry. When I used to be an angry dude, I used to be extremely violent. Extremely violent. I looked for violence. And what was so funny is I looked for bullies. It was a trip. I looked for people who was fucking with other people because in my mind, they wanted that work. They needed somebody to fight, and I was there for them. I remember little kids at the park, brother with muscles, fucking with the little kids. Man, I'm driving by. Man, leave them little fucking kids alone. What? Got out that car. Let's get to work. Let's get these fists going. No guns, no weapons. You want to fight? I'm here for you. And it was my way of dealing with a lot of things that I was going through because I didn't think I lived past 26 anyway. I was so violent. But even some of the young kids growing up be like, "Hey, C-Lay, man, I remember you beat up Anthony, man. You came and Anthony tried to take our ball and you got it back for us." That's what type of dude I've always been, you know. But with that comes the self-analyzation. This is when you start to self-analyze. Why am I so violent? What the hell is going on? Why am I happy shooting guns? Why am I happy sniping at people? Why does this big ass crocodile Dundee knife feel good in my hand? Why? And I'll never forget the day I put my weapons down. I said, I don't need no weapons. I need to self-control. But I was still a young dude, man. I was still a young dude when I put all my weapons down. I haven't even made 19 when I put all my weapons down. Because I was too fascinated with the violence. And sometimes when you're looking at this type of stuff, man, these dudes, let's listen some more.
What about the women that have done you even worse? Don't forget, but you such this rah-rah man, he want to treat me like this because I'm a stay-at-home mom with nothing. But the woman that did him the worst, he don't want to talk about that.
And this is why I'm probably the only dude with courage to take the woman's side just a little bit. Dudes, this need to beat up on weaker people is just I don't get this about African men or Black American men. Just verbally be you shouldn't be that verbal. It's if the chick ain't operating the way you want to operate, do how I did, pack up and move. Do how I did, tell her to get out your place. Do how I did, but this These verbal wars, it shit is crazy, man.
He tolerated it, and he met me afterwards. And if he would have never met me afterwards, he would have still been with that lady. So if he's such this amazing man, why he ain't been an engineer? Why he ain't been having 6 figures? Why he ain't been putting his...
See? And now he has nothing to say. Now with all that finger wagging he was just doing, he have nothing to say now when she's pointing out his shit. And we got a lot of dudes like that. A lot of dudes try to hide who the fuck they really are, but they spend so much time wagging the finger at other people. And like I tell you, the white man understood this. The white man understood you got Black and African folks that will police other blacks, but never want power themselves.
Foot on what was next, like he trying to do me. Now all of a sudden you get with a woman that's trying, you get with a woman that's caring, that's fighting for you, and you gotta treat her like shit.
What can you say about that? And if I was counseling this brother, I would say, you know what? I'm not gonna say she's right. I'm just gonna ask you this, brother. Why are you at home so much? Why are you at home so much? Should you not be out trying to take the Pakistani man's contract? NC Worker,
but when you have
NC Worker just became a project manager. Shouldn't you be connecting with him and trying to find out some industry connection? Shouldn't you be reaching out to C Miles? Why are you at home tripping? Because dudes want to control what they can control. Let's just take women out of it for a minute. Dudes want to fist fight other dudes. I'm going to show you this video about Tony the Closer. Tony the Closer, and this is one thing I hate about black dudes who don't research shit, but love talking. It's in the same area. So Tony the Closer.
Who is Big Man?
Tony the Closer is talking about this DJ Envy, gets his, iHeart rated. And some little young dude, he started talking shit to Tony the Closer on his own platform. Just some young dude with no fucking information. Okay? But he's talking cash shit in the chat room. Now, you can ignore it, right? As a grown man, you can ignore it. But you get tired of people just talking shit. Especially you supposed to be a man and not a boy. But watch this dude come up here with no fucking information and realize he ain't got no fucking information. This shit just really pissed me off. But let's check it out.
Titties. Tell him to chill out talking about big act. You ain't big but your titties, boy. Ain't nothing big on you but your titties. The bitch done expose you, nigga. I'm gonna be here for the long haul. And you won't never say none of that shit that you say online in my face.
That's another thing, man. The amount of stuff that people say online versus in their face is a whole nother different thing, man. This shit is crazy.
Nigga, we know that. Like, we know that you won't talk that shit face to face. Nigga, sit beside me and say that.
See? And this is what I don't understand about the black community. The black community uses their mouth to tear people down, but we'll never say the shit in nobody's face. Look, I don't give a fuck if you are 6'9". Whatever the fuck I said is what I said. Now you attack me, I am going to defend myself to the fullest. I'm letting you know. It's not going to be a dance. You attack me, I'm going to defend myself to the fullest. Because I'm going to tell that judge, Your Honor, I didn't attack this guy. I defended myself. So any injuries he got, it came from me defending myself from his attack. And see, this is the same shit that he's talking about. A lot of people talk this shit online. They not doing that shit in person.
dare you. You get all tough with Tasha K and all them motherfuckers. I dare you to sit next to me and talk that shit. Nigga gonna sit there and come and try to defend a scammer. Boy, you want clout, boy. You another one. This nigga we up 6D. Boy, you get put in the let me block you because you get put in the blunt, boy. Hey, Solo Unity.
So this guy's Solo Unity. I want you to check this out. This guy's Solo Unity. And we're gonna walk through it real quick because it's the same shit that you just saw a second ago. This need to wag the finger at other motherfuckers, man. Right. Hey, look, yeah. I saw because he said it earlier in this stream because it's defaming somebody. You try, you know. I don't agree with him pulling up on him because that's attacking, but a lot of these people on YouTube be saying shit and don't have no evidence. And you about to see it now with this Solo Unity one guy. You know, watch this shit.
Send you a live request. If you don't come in here, I'm blocking you. I don't like you, bitch. I'm typing all this shit in my comments. I've been sending you all morning. I'm about to block you, bitch.
So this dude has been in his comment section all morning trying to discredit Tony the Closer. And I'm going to tell you, he's trying to discredit Tony the Closer without having done any research his damn self. Only cliff notes, half research. Shit is embarrassing, man. Watch this shit.
You don't come here, you blocked.
We're just having a discussion, but I was there live when.
So the dude comes in and said, we having a discussion. How are we having a discussion? You was talking shit in the chat room about stuff you don't really know. Yeah, Tony the Closer has zero chill. Yeah, that, like I said, I don't condone him attacking nobody. But yeah, Tony has zero. He need a therapist. He really do. I'm gonna be honest about that. But let's dig with this dude.
The lead attorney, because I was on the joint when it started off. So when he first spoke, I just joined in. I didn't know about you a little bit between.
So I didn't know about you. So you already comment on stuff you don't really know about. And if he was gonna pull up on the lead attorney, let me make this point about lead attorney. Same thing with Kevin. Same thing with everybody else. Some people, once they start making numbers and they used to getting a couple of G's every month, now they be saying stuff from an entertainment point of view. And Tony the Closer takes stuff real personal. He does. He takes shit real personally. So if a person is speaking negatively without knowing the information, then yeah, I understand. He probably going to be mad at lead attorney. But let's dig into this guy.
Knowing Boyce Watkins, O'Shea Duke Jackson reporting on it a little bit, and then lead attorney
reporting on it a little bit. Notice he don't have full information. He's already admitting that he don't have full information. It's one thing I cannot stand about these black guys who want to be part of a conversation but haven't done no good research. You want to speak on shit but has no good research.
Because of Kevin Samuels. But just coming in from my perspective of a GDA, a goddamn.
How can you have a perspective, young guy, when you haven't did the research and you just admitted it? Somebody teach me. How can you as a dude have a perspective and your plantation ass has not admittedly done any research? You just heard some shit that people said. You haven't read into nothing your damn self. Blacks and Africans got the same fucking disease, man.
Individual, it seemed like from where you was.
It seemed like. How about the evidence shows that? No, he can't do that. He doing this feminine thing that emotional girls do. It seems like, it feels like. What is an opinion? Feelings with no facts. Go look it up in the dictionary. You should be embarrassed to have an opinion. You should be embarrassed as a man to say, I have feelings about this topic. I don't have no fucking evidence. That's what you're saying when you have an opinion. This is why you hear me say theory.
You was leading a pack of doing something great. Randomly, when I saw you on the lead attorney, that hostility came in when he was already speaking about you and highly going over the reports and the paperwork for a good hour. And then out of nowhere, you came in with that energy, so it turned everybody off.
He came in with the energy, sir. Lead attorney was talking about his case and his situation. Lead attorney was talking about his loss of money. I don't approve of Tony the Chaser having that energy, but it's hard to see a black person tear another black person down business-wise and not know what the fuck's going on. Shout out to C. Miles. He said, yeah, Tony has zero chill. He couldn't even take a compliment. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I give you that.
So now it's like, come on, bro. Like, so now looking back and doing some research.
This guy is just rambling. I wish he'd get to the point.
Like, yeah, you doing your thing, but it just seemed like your energy of like, where's this hostility?
Yeah, you doing your thing, but it seemed like your energy. This is what I hate about black dudes. You mad because he got energy? You mad because he overly passionate? I don't like overly passionate people either. But that it's not logical to get upset at him because he overly passionate about some money that he's lost.
Coming from?
Go watch his previous videos from January when he was disrespecting me. You can't talk shit about me in January, think you can talk good about me in October and it's okay. No.
Did he never?
Now he's interrupted. So he just went on this long ass soliloquy, this little young ass solo unity dude. Tony was patient with his overly passionate self. And one thing I hate about black folks, they want to talk more than they want to fucking listen. Now he's instantly interrupting this guy instead of fucking listening. This is a problem with black dudes. This is where fist fights happen. You critiquing Tony, okay, cool. But then you don't even want to hear the fucking answer.
Go ahead. Did he never try to talk to you on the back end before trying to go on?
No, he did not. No, he did not.
Now, why the little dumb young dude is said, did he try to talk him on the back end? Because little young dude assumes that everybody contacts people on the back end before they start saying something. Because he heard his favorite YouTuber say that's what he does. And this is the problem with young dudes. This is the problem. Ask before you assume.
So you can't talk shit about me incorrectly in January and then get online and think you can talk about me when something amazing that I've done on my own that none of these niggas had no energy for. Now you want to try to ride my wave.
So that is a great point. I don't like the ride your wave point. That goes to what C. Miles says about zero chill. But that is a good point. If you talking shit in January with no information, black people, and you pissing on my name, but then you find out I was right in fucking October, what the fuck is that? Don't be like, oh, well, Tony was right. No. And then later you find out that you have deleted the video of you talking shit about Tony. That's not cool, man.
And get views off my shit. So everybody wants to use me as content right now. No, absolutely not. He disrespected.
Now the stupid young dude gets it. Now the stupid young dude has to look at all the fucking chats that he done put out with no fucking information. Because these motherfuckers don't like researching before they talk. wagging the finger at others, but never at self. So now the young dude is realizing all this negativity he's been finger banging and typing on the keyboard about has been fucking incorrect. And this is the black community as a whole. This is why white people win. This is why Asians win, because black folks, especially the boys, are too fucking verbal. I'm going to drop the link. Somebody tell me that I'm wrong. Somebody come up and tell me that I'm incorrect. I would love to hear how I am wrong. I'm patient. I ain't going to interrupt. I would love to hear how I'm wrong. Black folks police each other way too fucking much. Self-analyze sometimes. Now watch this.
Me in January with Jay Morrison.
So
made multiple videos disrespecting me. Then when I came on his live and I gave him the facts, he deleted the fucking video. So he deleted the truth. So you got to understand, bitch ass nigga.
He's trying to interrupt again instead of listening. This is another thing blacks and Africans don't like, being patient. Don't like listening to the real information. You want to interrupt and deflect, interrupt. Let me ask you a question. You asking a question so you can derail what I'm saying. Oh no, I'm not trying to derail. So have some fucking patience and wait until he finishes, then ask your question. This is a third black people problem. Interrupting when people have corrected you with the real information. And you so impatient, you want to ask another question so you can spin it to something else.
He deleted your video or his video?
It was his video. Jay Morrison was on that live with him. Jay Morrison got caught in multiple lives.
Okay.
I then came on after Jay Morrison, and then I told the truth. And Jay Morrison, he deleted the video. I cooked the nigga. Everybody in the chat cooked the nigga. They was like, oh shit. Guess what they did? He deleted the whole fucking video. See, when niggas talk that talk, you gotta know what the fuck's going on.
Stop right there. When you talk that talk, you gotta know what's going on. This is the African disease and the Black American disease. People are talking without fucking research. People are talking this is where most of our fist fights come from. This is where most of our shootings come from. You know how many times I've heard on the block people that got shot and dead from fucking misunderstandings, only to find out after the death that the killer made a mistake, only to find after the death that the killer got the wrong information, only to find after the death the killer. 80% of our street shit that we get into is from not having no fucking correct information or trying to control somebody who done created some shit that you ain't created.
See, when the motherfucker was up there in January and February and March slandering my fucking name, he thought I was going to be okay with it. In October, when he say something good about me, fuck him.
So that originated from back then in January. I thought this shit was like off that DJ Envy shit.
I thought this shit, not having no fucking information, it's the black man's disease. Not knowing what the fuck you talking about, reacting to something emotional without having any research. You want to be part of the conversation so bad, you're just saying some shit.
I don't give a fuck what it was about. Don't talk about me after you disrespect me, nigga. You can't give me no flowers, nigga. I know what I did was amazing.
So the violation was started back in January. So now
if I violate you today, nigga, you think I can say something good about you tomorrow? You not gonna remember what I said about you yesterday?
That's why I thought I thought by now, like, because all these YouTubers talk about how they speak on the back end of people and make sure that everything is all right before they go on and do some of this shit. So when he said I'm going live, I thought he was trying to get.
All he did was try to use my name in the algorithm to get views. He talked to Pocket Watching with JT every day. JT got my phone number. He could have hit JT like, yo, I want to talk to Tony and make right by this. He never did. He disrespected and slandered my name in front of thousands of people.
You see my point? He could have called and made it right. This is the problem that black folks and African folks have. Once they find out they're wrong, they slither away like salamanders. They slither away like snakes. Have some fucking honor and come and say, you know what? I publicly want to say I got that information incorrect. You know why? Because that's how you learn. That's how you get better. Same thing when you see Fox News has to put out a retraction. Retraction number 1467. We had that information wrong. Now, the FCC should be forcing the actual person, Sean Hannity, who says the incorrect shit, to apologize. But they're only obligated to slip it in there. Because 80% of Fox News is entertainment. It's not journalism. But let's finish this off.
You know, it's back in January. Because yesterday, that tune that I watched was different.
I don't give a fuck about you talking positive about some shit I'm doing now when you played with me in January, my nigga. See, that's the problem. Niggas be sitting here jumping in and having opinions on shit without having no facts. Keep the same energy you had when you was disrespecting me January, February, March. I don't play that back and forth shit, my nigga.
So because it seemed like, where was the slander at? I saw the video, but I'm like, all right, let me go ahead and see some of this shit now, because shit was getting real. But it just seemed like, so how about this? My apologies, but it just seems like, man, it just seemed like when yesterday.
At least the little young dude apologized. But go do some fucking research, dude. Before you come to this man's chat room fucking harassing him and you know he's a ticking time bomb.
When that shit was going off, it just seemed like, damn, that energy was so off, because he was just speaking, because it would just seem like, because he's going through the paperwork about how Envy's attorney
That's
was.
why you shouldn't speak on shit that you don't know.
What is that?
That's why you shouldn't speak on shit you don't know. See, that's the problem with you niggas on the internet. You niggas are speaking on shit and on people's lives that you have no understanding of. See, I would never get online and disrespect a nigga and then think that a nigga ain't gonna have a problem with me in the future. No, my energy don't go away from what you said. See, my woman and my kids hear what that bitch ass nigga said. See, this is the problem with the internet. See, this is the problem with the internet. See, a nigga will be online and they forget that this shit is real life. So when you saying shit and my kids be on the internet, my family on the internet, and you lying on my fucking name, when you slandering my name, then you deleting videos to try to cover up for a nigga. See, that's whole shit, nigga. This nigga did a whole live. Ask that bitch ass nigga why he motherfucking deleted that video with Jay. Tell him to repost it. Tell that bitch ass nigga to repost that video with Jay Morrison on that.
And that's a good point. For all these fanboys who be sucking on other dudes' nuts, pause. Go back, now that you realize you're wrong, go back and say to your favorite hero, hey, why did you do what you did? Hey, what? Just like when we found out Tito had raped that 14-year-old, 13-year-old girl. Hey, you fanboys, go back to your hero and ask him why he raped the 13, 14-year-old girl. And what did Tito say? It was the black women's fault. They didn't testify for me. You stuck your pipe in that little young chick. It was the black girl's fault. All right, bro. All right. And anybody a fan of that idiot? All right.
If you want my respect, tell him to put that fucking video the fuck back up with the truth. Tell him to put the truth out.
So there's more
truth
more
out.
videos. Okay, so there's more. So there was. Okay, so
Put the
so
truth out.
so the
And this shows how easy it is to trick these childish black boys. They don't have none of the information. Don't know who started the manosphere. Don't know who started MGTOW. Don't want to research nothing. They just so fucking womanly emotional.
video of that shit is okay. All right.
Put the
Is there
truth
some
out.
clips of that shit still?
Don't hide the truth. Niggas always try to paint me in a negative light, my nigga. Put the fucking truth out.
Let me.
Put the truth out.
I'm gonna catch that video. When was it said in jail?
How you gonna catch the video and he deleted it? He deleted it, genius. Boy, we need more intellectual black dudes. We just need more of them. This caveman black man shit is just gets on your nerves after a while.
I'm gonna catch that video because it's like I said, you
No,
already got my.
y'all niggas the same way y'all was typing and disrespecting my name over and over in that chat last night. You go tell that bitch ass nigga to go put the truth out. Tell him to repost the video with the live with Tony and Jay Morrison.
So that's another great point, man. When people in the chat realize they wrong,
Tell that bitch ass.
They don't go to the white man with the same energy. They don't go to the Asian person with the same energy. They don't go to the white female with the same energy. They just slither away like snakes. That's why I said, man, a lot of this is self-inflicted. A lot of this black shit is self-inflicted. It really is, because people have a disease of wagging the finger, but never at themselves. I critique myself yesterday, 2 days ago. Like I said, not in an unhealthy way. I just gotta make sure I'm not falling victim to my success and my and the good things that are happening. I can't. Let's close this out.
Nigga to put it out. If he want my respect, that's where you. If he want to talk to me and talk about an apology, put the fucking video out with the truth.
All right, yo. All right, so let me not take up more of your time.
Be telling these niggas, bro, like niggas be talking too much and don't be knowing no facts. Like nigga, these niggas be playing with niggas' name. That's what I be saying. Like niggas be sitting in the comments just disrespecting the nigga. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. Dick riding. Then it be these niggas that be weighing like 125, 130 that got all this energy to disrespect niggas. I'm like, bro, like you would never talk to me like that in person. Like, chill the fuck out. I'm telling you, y'all don't even understand the amount of bullshit I take on for telling the truth and helping people that got scammed. Imagine the amount of bullshit that I take on for defending people that got scammed, man. Do y'all understand? Like, I'm fighting for people that just got violated from black people. Like, do y'all understand?
A black person fighting for black people that got violated by black people. And these side black people are mad. Let me say it one more time. Even though we don't like how Tony does it, let's just keep it a buck for what it is. A black person fighting for black victims of black attackers. And some don't do no research black folks are upset.
I'm out here fighting for y'all. I'm fighting for our own people. I'm fighting for our own people, yo. Complete strangers that ain't nobody else willing to step up for. Did you say explain my charges? Nigga, suck my dick. Like, I gotta explain something to you, you goofy motherfucker.
And then somebody in the chat says explain the charge. Just don't want to do no research. It's like, Jesus Christ. This is a terrible black generation where everybody want everything spoon-fed to them. This shit is crazy. That's why I tell everybody, scroll to the front so you can understand what we're talking about. Don't jump up in the middle of some shit and be like, hey, I'm special. Stop everything you doing and hold my hand and guide me to the land of knowledge. All right, man. That's it, man. African disease of wagging fingers, black disease of wagging fingers, but never as self. Black men hate to critique within, man. And yeah, Tony the closer needs to chill, man. He pops off a lot, but I understand the frustration, man. We are all in the information age, but no one is informed. I was telling this dude that shit the other day. I had to go to DMV. And I was like, this shit, we got technology, but the system is fucked up. They had me stand in this long 45-minute line just to fucking do a 5-minute application. The fucking computers were open. The lady, little Asian lady, like, no, you got to stand in line. I said, lady, these people got long-winded ass questions. I just got to use the computer. Later, an hour and a half later, I found out I could have used one of the little side computers. Shit is crazy, man. We are in the age of information and we are dumber as fuck. It's amazing. All right, then. Thank you for the $20 donation from Sharon. Appreciate that. $5 donation from Miss D. I appreciate that. If you'd like to donate to the King of Classy, please do so. I just want you guys to be calculated, man. Be calculated, black men. You know, don't be emotional. Be calculated, man. That's what this shit is all about. That's what I'm always pushing to you. Once again, back to Mr. Research. As I always say, a black man is supposed to be calculated. He is not supposed to have opinions. Opinions are emotional in the dictionary. You should have theories and mathematical understandings of how things go down. This is how you're able to compete against other warriors. You should not be begging people to come and understand you. You should be dominating. And that's what we're going to touch in on today's topic. As you know, I'm fair to both males and females, but I'm primarily all about black sons winning. So with that said, man, there's a lot of things that you're probably not going to understand because you haven't been exposed to it yet. And your natural inclination is to say that I'm throwing you under the bus, or it's BS, or whatever the case may be. You just haven't recognized it yet. I'm a well-traveled brother, not trying to brag, but that's where I get my thinking from. Living in Romania, France, England, the grill, and then coming back to America. So with that said, I want everybody to focus on being managers and owners. Don't ever try to be an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur is ridiculous. You should be an owner, not an entrepreneur. So let's get to the topic and share this on your Twitter, share this on your Instagram. You have my permission. And that's better than sending me money. It's to share it on your Instagram, share it on your Twitter so other people can be exposed to it. Now let's get to the topic for the day. Remember, a black man is supposed to be calculated and have theories, not emotional opinions. Let's get to it.
Women's power is in your fear of whatever they're going to do. Women's power is in your fear of whatever they're going to do. I told my girl she's the fourth most important thing in my life. It was me, my career, my mother, and then her.